Measuring the horsepower of your ride is easier than ever thanks to today's chassis dyno technology. Dyno testing. It's an invaluable tuning aid, not just for bragging to your buddies at the local burger stand, but so you can really maximize the power and performance of your engine and vehicle combination. Not every dynamometer was created equal, and neither were the shops and operators. Keep watching, and we'll tell you what you need to know and what to watch out for when choosing a dyno shop and tuner with the help of our friends at Dynojet Research.
And this episode is going to be all about chassis dynos, every type and variety. We're hoping we can answer the question for our viewers out there, which is, what do I need to know before I dyno test my vehicle? We're excited at Power TV because we've got this brand new Dynojet right here in house. That means we're going to be able to test parts and pieces and tuners and all kinds of major modifications on our shop vehicles. But also, it made us realize how important of a tool this dyno is. And so we decided to talk to the guys from Dynojet while they were here installing our dyno and have them help us on understanding the basics of a chassis dyno, understanding the different types of dynos, and also some of the latest technologies. We're going to talk to Dynojet, and we're going to review some dyno basics.
A chassis dyno is a tool which calculates horsepower without having to remove your engine from your vehicle. There are different types of chassis dynos available, including single roller and dual roller, two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, as well as an inertia-based and load-based versions. In addition, there are different options available for dynos, including wideband air-fuel ratio testing and OBD2 data logging.
There's a lot of different kinds of chassis dynos that are out there. Now, our particular model is a four-wheel drive Dynojet, like I said, a 424X, but I'm here with Carl Chastain from Dynojet. Carl, tell me a little bit about the different dynos that are out there.
When you have the guys that, listen, I got a problem at 10% throttle or whatnot, I got to miss at 50 miles an hour, you need something with an eddy current brake load control so you can hold that vehicle at a specific target or tune in that part throttle.
Let's talk a little bit about the amount of rollers that are actually on a dyno.
The single rollers, it's best for high horsepower vehicles because you don't have as much heat generated in the drum versus the dual roller designs. The dual roller designs are still out there on the market just because some people don't need the high horsepower applications like this. These dynos that are single roller designs are strictly performance chassis dynamometers. Most dual roller type equipment is usually smog machines or something that's not going to be driven to high speeds.
One of the next things we're going to talk about is the wideband technology.
When you're looking for a dyno shop, it's critical you find one with a wideband air-fuel ratio tester. This allows the dyno operator to either insert a probe into your exhaust system or attach an O2 sensor to your exhaust and determine whether your engine is running under rich or lean conditions. Dynojet recommends asking your dyno shop whether they can log the air-fuel ratio onto your dyno graph. This is an important capability for a dyno. This way, when you take your dyno results back, you have a complete log of air-fuel. The Dynojet air-fuel meter does tie into the software, but not all dynos and dyno manufacturers include this option. As for determining the best air-fuel ratio, this is best left up to your tuner for your specific vehicle. Just make sure they have the capability.
When you're looking for a dyno shop, are you looking strictly for a dyno shop that's going to be able to give you only horsepower, torque, and air fuel, or are you looking for a tuner? Are you looking for that guy that's got the reputation, that's going to be able to tune your car and do a good job at it? So when I would look for a tuner, I would look for somebody that specializes in my vehicle, has the ability to do it, and also has the hardware and software to do it.
So now we've showed you all the basics of dyno testing. You know a little bit about dynos, you understand some of the tools that are available like the wideband, and you've also learned how to find a nice, good tuner in your area. So now we're going to get ready. We're going to dyno test one of our cars behind here, which is a Trailblazer SS. And it looks like I better get the heck out of here.
Now that we've finished our dyno run, let's see how much horsepower this baby's got. What we're looking at here is basically RPM, power, and torque. We really want to see air, fuel, and maybe some of the other data inputs that we brought in from this vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and select 3 graphs. We're going to turn one of these axes into air, fuel. We're going to turn the other one in pretty much what I feel is the most important thing, spark. We want to see how much spark this bad boy's got so we can make some serious power. You don't just want to get a print out of this information. You want to get, say, for example, a CD or a jump drive of the actual run file. So you can take it home and look at it on the Dynojet run viewer at Dynojet.com, or the tuner himself can look at all these other PIDs that our OBD2 interface is bringing in so they can now give you a better tune. What we've seen here is we see that this truck's making 312 horsepower, 324 foot-pounds of torque. It's got a total spark advance of 34 degrees, and its air fuel seems pretty good. It's a little rich, but it's 11.5 to 1.
Well, that was our last dyno run of the evening. We picked it up a little bit, made 317 rear-wheel horsepower. I hope on this episode of Power TV that you've learned quite a little bit about dyno testing and about how to choose a dyno shop. I know we certainly did, and we appreciate the guys at Dynojet for educating us about dynos and also helping us with this Power TV dyno here. You'll be seeing a lot of it. And if you're looking for a Dynojet in your area, please go to Dynojet.com. They've got a complete list of all of their different dyno operators, and so I'm sure you'll find somewhere where you'll be able to test your vehicle.